gives him speed advice there. I'm an LAPD officer. Best of 7, Kasumi Ishikawa to start with the serve. Pretty steady game, and that does add to the pressure a lot. Brilliant serve there, fast and into the body right at the baseline.
That's amazing.
So much drama for a ball crack. But real quickly, just to touch on that, when you do get to the ball, it's a let. That's it. That's the letter of the law.
Irrespective of where it hits on the racket, right?
Exactly.
Because that's where we were going, wasn't it?
Right.
If it's off the edge of the blade or...
Well, in the case of Kasumi Ishikawa, placement, first 2 shots of every rally. But there's some power. Getting around to the forehand, step to, you know, closer maybe 156 centimeters or so. And these women aren't bulky. Like, if you look at Kasumi Ishikawa, she's very fling just a few points ago.
I think that's quite a big issue, Adam, actually, isn't it, technically? Because I think these players hold...
Young people who aren't quite there yet, who don't transfer their weight, their timing is off, and they become all-arm. Table tennis so much in the legs and the twist of the waist. And all the way down to the wrist, the last little crack of the whip there.
Kinetic chain, that's it. These guys very good at keeping the loading and the angle in the knees, because that's where it all initiates from. Fires through the ankles, knees, hips, rotation. And the last-handed stuff. Zhu Yuling, the expert of that.
Just a little too clean of a look. Zhu Yuling has the power to take one step back around the backhand corner. See, she's getting the topspin. Times it just right.
A serve where that receive was going to, so she could step around immediately.
Woo, look at the power on that one. Oh, the frustration's understandable. Earns the 3rd ball with the serve.
Oh, yes, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite charming for fans around the world. Had a chance to see all the reactions on the official ITTF Facebook. Wow.
Yeah. Perhaps sort of being a little haunted in the mindset here, Ishikawa, of the...
Really tough here. Big point for Ishikawa to sort of... Beautiful play, the shovel serve, a little bit of Chinese medicine for the Chinese receiver. And the step around inside out forehand, a left-handed specialty. Tied up at 9 each. Zhu Yuling now serving. Drifts just a little bit long and a strong opening attack with some confidence. The serve to be varied in some way here. The missed contact after a lot of spinny shots to the back. The service has been good, but Zhu Yuling. You can hear one of those hit the edge for Zhu Yuling, and Ishikawa is a little different. Spinny, steady backhand. Ishikawa with game point and player. She's willing to go the distance. I think we were talking about that with well placed back of the table. Ishikawa flips the table with the racket. Still alive, saving a game point.
Oh, great body jamming serve as well. She had it where she wanted it.
Oh, the edge, and we will see the highest scoring game on table 1 today, right? Just had to choose.
She persisting with the same tactic, yeah.
Wow, surprise on the underspin at the point of contact. I would have thought that had a bit of topspin on it. So deceptive pendulum serve and a 16-14 win in game 1, a marathon game. It's just the first in this best. Back Back for game 2, Zhu Yuling to start off after taking the first by 2 points in a high deuce game. Tour standings, Kasumi Ishikawa might be expected to win. But as we all know, the World Tour standings are... Left out wide on the forehand side, a bit out, forehand flip opportunity. It's like watching a good film. It's state matches, but that one specifically made an impact. Very clean counter there from Ishikawa.
Who does that well as well as the Korean player we saw earlier.
Young Hoon.
Yeah, very good. It's a positive sort of reinforcement. Only winning
Right.
the last 3. She's turned it around like she's won it. That's the help.
And even if the opponent doesn't see it that way, it's positive everything, really. This is sort of close run of points by Zhu Yuling. 5 in a row from 7.
It's reeling away from Ishikawa a little too fast here, though.
There we go.
Long.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this is the longest part of the day and still developing new serves all the time. Fooled, hit it behind the momentum. 7 game points for Zhu Yuling. There it is, the softer block changes the timing. 11 points to 3. Zhu Yuling in the driver's seat. We'll be back for game 3 to see what happens. Ishikawa versus Zhu Yuling right after this. Back for game number 3. The game of cat and mouse continues. Ishikawa chasing. Which, if you think about the picture, is Japan especially, actually. I think I saw it on a uniform. Someone was competing in a Tom and Zhu Yuling takes the first 2 points here. Started to steamroll in game 2, as we said. And that cross-court inside-out. Come back to her later. Started kicking herself.
Brilliant. The backhand for me has been standout. She's really a bit of a slow start from Zhu Yuling, but now she's just getting hold of it, and she's really starting to punish that backhand. Not just solid, but venomous off that side now. Ishikawa's going.
3 unusual and awkward shots in that rally before the point was finished. Look at this.
That was an angry response, wasn't it?
It was. Shot goes in. You never know. Might have a longer lasting effect. Keeps up the aggression. I mean, who knows? Dima coming back after leaning back so much.
It's marginal, but it's apparent now. That was a good example right there.
Right, I mean, Zhu Yuling
around the table with someone like Li Xiaoji just crushing balls at you in drills hour after hour, day after day. With
the pack, this whole thing, if you're on your own, if you don't have a Miu Hirano to your Mima Ito, how are you really going to stay sharp? Look at this, inside out now off the side of the table. It'll help off the top of the net, but that shot, world class from the start. And that's another thing as far as packs go. I was thinking about the amount. I don't know what China has, which players between the ages of 14 and 19.
And we're all left sort of shivering, thinking, what if?
This is getting dark, but I like these women. Question is, who's going to step in? Chun Meng has come back. Red Japan, second in age behind Ai Fukuhara. Forehand, and again, it just looked like practice for Zhu Yuling.
It's got that extra gear of intensity. Look at that. I mean,
wow.
that's synonymous with what we were saying.
And inside out over the table. Quality shots with placement now, moving around coast to coast, as they say. Heavy Heavy underspin serve drifts long, but is heavy enough to make up the difference. 11 points to 8. Zhu Yuling with a 3-0 lead. We'll be back for game 4. Could be the last. Find out if it is right after this short break.
By 3 games to none.
Starting off the game, Kasumi Ishikawa explaining a difference or two.
Or 3. I was saying how Zhu Yuling just seems so...
Pushing him away from the table. And 2, if you look at the score differences. Oh, man.
I thought they got behind her, so she must have just hooked an angle there from inside her body almost. Incredible turnaround. Let's see it again. Watch Zhu very carefully here. Look at that.
How to in front of the... This is where you see behind the back shots, when it buys you that extra millisecond to get the racket to the right place.
Ishikawa, after that penultimate point, must have been just wanting to go up and shake hands.
For Kasumi, just like, it might be nice to give up right now, but she's fighting.
She's done really well to just keep on actually.
This is when it's toughest, when you feel like you've run out of ideas, tried everything you have, and it keeps coming back. Not to say that, of course, you shouldn't. Been with a few opportunities to.
No, I admire Kasumi Ishikawa's discipline and. Trouble is, almost everything now that she does, Zhu is just that confident.
Have this confidence to be so loose and free.
But it's interesting because that happened from the off. He generates that himself before he's got anything on the scoreboard. That really is deep-seated confidence to me.
I mean, it's supported by the numbers. He doesn't have much to worry about. Oh, look at this. Fast to the outside corner on the forehand and then right back down the line. High pressure shots. This is another reason you can play some high risk shots. Back against the wall, you hit rock bottom. You just have to. Whatever Kasumi Ishikawa can grab right now. Oh, not enough footwork to get there. Look at this. The backhand, as soon as she gets her hooked out on the opposite corner of the table. Hope we get to see the whole point here. Ishikawa very assertive with power. She's still coming down from the ball before, too much to reach.
That's just cheeky, isn't it? Rubbing
Speaking
salt
of which,
in.
sense of humor on a few occasions so far this tournament. That she left herself vulnerable. Ah, that beautiful opening shot came in with the open face. Looked like,
Particularly at this tardy stage as well, they are the faithful.
and right behind her is where they always will be, Paul. So we've seen some of the game points saved. But there it is, Zhu Yuling with the heavy underspin serve takes it 11-6 in 4 straight games over Kasumi Ishikawa. And for me, Kasumi Ishikawa played a lot of strong points, but Zhu Yuling was just too good in this match.
Yeah, comfortably through the counter that one. Zhu Yuling really got her in a headlock early and didn't really relinquish her grip. She was very solid throughout today.
Absolutely so. First semi-final down. We've got one finalist. Will be coming up tomorrow, but she's waiting to see